Alrighty, here we are. Here at Field of Dreams. Okay, should be audible. See if anybody's going to join. Season 5, July 11th. And let's see if we can get a couple games in here. I haven't really paid much attention to this season as much as I usually do, but let's see. We got St. Louis and Lehigh. Some space between some of the divisions. We got St. Louis 7.5 games up on Lehigh. T-ville 6.5 up on Beantown. Manchester, San Francisco are in a dogfight, as is D-Gens and Lancaster. Vegas and Philadelphia staying close with 4.5 games. And amazing is this blowing out Brooklyn, 13.5 game lead. So let me just open up a thing, see if anybody wants to join this. Let's see. All right, I'm going to start it off. Let's see. Let me look at the games. Beantown Chicos. That's could be a good game. Hagerstown, Chicago, and Florence. That's battle for the bottom there. Cleveland, Long Island, Amazing, and Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn's got the second place team. Hadley Lake, Maplewood. I'm gonna sim this day's games and see what happens on the next day. So we're just gonna go one by one here. T-ville and Hagerstown. T-ville with the win 4-3. Addie Joss 11-2, who just traded by myself. Well, traded by myself earlier for part of that Lou Gehrig trade. Joss seems to be doing very well. 11-2 with T-ville, and they pick up the win there. Chicos and Beantown. 3-2 Chicos over Beantown. Okay, so Beantown loses a game. Oh, well, they're in second place anyway. T-ville gets the win, so they drop another game. Cleveland and Long Island. Carlton gets the win, Pena with the loss. And Manchester, Edmonton. Manchester with a big win, 15-3. Matt Harvey with the win. Catfish Hunter, the loss. Steinfeld, 4-5. Maplewood loses to Hadley Lake. And Hadley Lake is in third place by 9 games out. So, hey, Slashed, how's it going? All right, Amazing in Brooklyn. Brooklyn gains a game on Amazing with a win, 5-2. Kurt Schilling only gets his third loss out of 15 wins. Wow. D-Gens, Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake all over the D-Gens. Slash just joined, so I'm sure he's happy to hear that. 9-3. Virgil Trucks gets the loss. Ray Boone had 2 home runs, but that's all for naught, unless that's Aaron Boone. Let's see. We have Chicago and Florence. Chicago over Florence. Vern Law, the 9th win. Reynolds, 10-10. Okay, so here we go. Next. Oh, wait, am I missing a day here? No. Okay, next day. Let me just make sure we're good here with the games. Yeah, okay. So we go to the 12th. And 1 second. I just wanted to make sure I ping everybody. Okay. So far, we have 1 person online. Okay. Well, let's see. We got Crystal Lake D-Gens again, like Lancaster, Washington. I think we're going to do that game. Lancaster, Washington. Let's see that. That's Wrigley Field. And Topsy Hartzell. DHing. All right, so Doc Ellis versus Spud Chandler. All right. These are the lineups. Let's get going. Full screen.
Pitching for Lancaster.
Oh, I got to
Spud.
turn off that.
Chandler.
Let me just turn
Leading
off
off for
the
Washington.
narrator.
Designated
It's my
hitter.
own.
Topsy.
It's my own.
Hartzell.
That's my own settings I like to use when I'm playing my own games. Let me just figure out where that is. Narrator. Nope. All right, here we go. Topsy Hartzell leading off against Spud Chandler. And he gets a fly ball to right field. Bill Nicholson's there to make the out. And we got one out quickly. And here's Mookie Betts. 356 average. He's having a good season so far. 6 homers, 28 RBIs. Here's the pitch. And it's popped up to Richardson. Makes the catch, route number 2. And here's Cy Seymour, 328 average. 15 dongs this season. And there's a base hit. Cy Seymour was a great pickup. And here comes Willie Stargell, batting 197. Pops has to pick it up a little bit. There goes Seymour, and he's caught stealing. So that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit. And we go to the bottom of the first. Doc Ellis is starting, and he's going to face Sewell, Mauer, and Nicholson here for Lancaster. Pitch. And it's grounded to Kelly. Makes the play at first, out number 1. Here's Joe Mauer. Joe Mauer lines it to Fletcher at short, fires over to Stargell for out number 2, and here comes Bill Nicholson. Grounds it to first, and that's out number 3. We go to the second. Spud Chandler is going to face Stargell, Sox Siebold, and Richie Hebner.
Strike 3.
Stargell whiffs out number 1. Here's Sox Siebold, 232 average, 8 homers. And he hits a fly ball deep, and that's off the wall in center field. That's going to be a double for Siebold. His 21st of the season. Here comes Richie Hebner. And he hits a ground ball down the line. That's going to score the run. That's going to be extra bases for Hebner. Felsch gets it in the corner and throws it in. And Hebner reaches in for a double. The back-to-back doubles. Scores the first run for Washington. Here comes Kelly.
Strike 3.
And he whiffs him. Spud Chandler strikes out his second. And here's Chief Myers. And Chief Myers is a base hit. Oh, and he gets another double. That's 3 doubles in the inning. 2 runs scored, 2-0 now. And here's Fletcher with 2 outs. Art Fletcher making the straight into the plate. Here's the pitch. Walks him. First and second. Here's Topsy Hartzell leading us, coming around the order again. And he pops up to Richardson. He's underneath and makes the catch, out number 2. Out number 3. I'm sorry. And we have Kravitz. Bottomley and Felsch due up this inning. Here's the pitch from Ellis. And it's popped back up to Myers, and he makes the catch. Out number 1. Oops, sorry. Just what happened there? Okay. Here comes Bottomley. Grounds to Kelly for out number 2. And here comes Happy Felsch. He's a Felsher. And he gets a base hit up the middle. Base. It's on with 2 outs. I'm sorry, 1 on with 2 out. And here's Richardson. Picked from Ellis. And he strikes him out. His first strikeout of the game. That ends the second. Go to the third. 2-0 Washington. Here's Mookie Betts leading off. And lines out. Oh, no. It's trapped by Happy Felsch. So Mookie Betts is on with a single. No outs. And his Cy Seymour, 1 for 1. Batting 331 so far. And there goes Betts. And it's a stolen base. So runner in scoring position. And Seymour bunts, but they throw to third for the force at third. So an unsuccessful sacrifice bunt by Cy Seymour. And here comes Willie Stargell. And Seymour runs, and he is safe with another stolen base. And Willie Stargell is going to try to get him in. Hasn't done much this. Oh, no, they put him on. Wow, they put on Pops. That brings up Siebold. 1 for 1 today. And Seymour's running for third, and he steals third. So a lot of running going on here by the Washington Generals. And here comes Siebold with first and third now. 1 out. And Siebold flies out to left. Felsch is there. Let's see if he's going to try to run. He does. Great play by Felsch. But a run scores on the sacrifice fly. Now it's 3-0 with 2 outs. Runner at first. And there's Richie Hebner, who doubled first. Oh, and Richie Hebner grounds another one. Second double, and another run scores. Second double of the game for Richie Hebner. Second RBI of the game for Richie Hebner. It's now 4-0. Spud Chandler's in a little bit of trouble here, and here's Joe Kelly.
Strike 3.
And Joe Kelly strikes out. So we got bottom of the third. Got Brooks Robinson, Carey, and Sewell due up. And grounds the second, out number 1. Carey's up, and he grounds the short. Great play by Fletcher. Throws the Stodge over out number 2, and here comes Joe Sewell, who is 0 for 1. And he grounds a base hit to the right side. 2 out, 1 on. Here's Joe Mauer. And Sewell's running. Fletcher makes the play at short and throws the first out number 3. That's the end of the third. Go to the top 4, and it's 4-0, the Generals. Chief Myers leads off. Doubled to left center the first time up. Grounds the second. Quick out number 1. Here comes Art Fletcher. He grounds the first, and that's going to be misplayed by Bottomley for his error, number 8 of the season. So Fletcher reaches with 1 out, and here's Topsy Hartzell's third at bat of the game. And Fletcher's running, and he's safe. Another stolen base by the Generals, and he's got another runner in scoring position. Hartzell's 0 for 2. And he grounds a base hit. Let's see if Fletcher tries to score. He does not. And it's first and third, 1 out. Mookie Betts strides to the plate, 1 for 2. And lofts a base hit into right center field, and a run will score. It's now 5-0. And that brings up Cy Seymour, first and second, 1 out. Grounds another base hit up the middle, and it's bases loaded. The 9th hit of the game already for Washington Generals. And here comes Willie Stargell. Let's see if Spud Chandler is going to be talked to or not. Nope. Pops rounds a single through the right side, and a base hit, scores 1, and they all move up a base. And it's still 1 out with 6-0 lead now. And here comes Sox Siebold for his. He is doubled off the wall and flied out, sacrifice fly that scored another run. So here comes the pitch from Chandler. Oh, no, they're checking on Chandler. And the pitch to Siebold. Fly ball deep to left. Felsch is there. And it's going to be another sacrifice fly for Siebold. That's the second of the game. It's now 7-0. And unfortunately, Happy Felsch makes 2 great plays on 2 sacrifice flies that scored runs. So if they were really great, it probably would not have scored. Anyway, here comes Richie Hebner. Strikes him out. Spud Chandler finally gets out, giving up 7 runs in the game so far on 10 hits. It's now 7-0 on the Generals. And here comes Doc Ellis to face Bill Nicholson. Base hit for Bill Nicholson. So see if the Amish can get something going here. Nobody out. And here's Gabby Kravitz. He's 0 for 1, batting .286 in the season. And he bunts at him. Sacrifice bunt with 7-run deficit is an interesting call, but nonetheless, that's what happened. And here's Jim Bottomley. Oh, there's a long fly ball deep to left, but Mookie Betts is there. And Nicholson makes the tags up and makes it to third on the catch. Nice play by Betts. Here's Happy Felsch. 2 out now, runner at third. And Felsch, it's a long drive deep to left, and that's gone. 15th home run of the year by Happy Felsch, and it's now 7-2. So Lancaster's not out of it yet. And here comes Bobby Richardson to face Doc Ellis. And he grounds the ball into the gap. That's going to be 2, possibly 3. And Richardson slides into third with a triple. Third of the season. And here comes Brooks Robinson. Try to see if we can keep this going. And he walks, and it's now, So we have Doc Ellis running into some issues here in the bottom of the 4th. Skip Carey, and he lofts a base hit, so it's 7-3 now. So very interesting happening. So they make up the 3 runs they gave up in the 4th. Now a 4-run deficit, and it's still batting with 2 outs. And here's Joe Sewell, 1 for 2 today. And he lines a base hit, and the bases will be loaded. The tying run comes to the plate in the form of Joe Mauer with 2 outs. All of this with 2 outs, I believe. Unbelievable. And he walks in a run. So it's now 7-4. And Bill Nicholson comes in to try to keep it going. Oh, Kurt Simmons is coming in. So I would have never guessed that Doc Ellis would be replaced before the other pitcher. I can't even think of it. His name escapes me right now. I'm sorry, Spud Chandler. Here comes Kurt Simmons to pitch. And he strikes out. Bill Nicholson ends the rest of the threat. But the Lancaster Fighting Amish fight back with 4 runs to cut the deficit to 3. And we have a game here, folks. And we go to the top of the 5th, and here comes Chandler to face Kelly.
Strike 3.
And he strikes out Kelly. Possibly has some more wind in his sails now. Now his team's fighting back for him, and here comes Chief Myers. Chief Myers, it's a fly ball deep to center, but carries there to make the catch out number 2. And here comes Fletcher. Fletcher grounds a base hit to right side, and he's on with 2 outs. And here comes Topsy Hartzell, is 1 for 3. Topsy Hartzell, it's a fly ball deep, but Happy Felsch is there, and that ends the inning. The first inning first scoreless inning since the first for Washington. So here comes Kravitz. Bottomley and Felsch. Kravitz is 0 for 1. Grounds to Fletcher. Fires over to Stargell, out number 1. And here comes Bottomley.
Strike 3. Yeah.
Struck him out. And Happy Felsch. He is singled up the middle and hit a 2-run home run to spur the Lancaster Fighting Amish on last inning. Hey, it's another base hit, so he's 3 for 3. And here comes Bobby Richardson. Fly ball deep to center, but Seymour is there, and that does it for the 5th, scoreless 5th. And we have Betts, Seymour, and Stargell due up against Spud Chandler, who's at 110 pitches. And Betts hits a long fly ball, and that one is gone. Home run to stop the bleeding is now 8-4, 7th home run of the season, 380 feet. What a shot by Betts. Here comes Cy Seymour. And he hits a shot down the line. That could be 2. It will be 2. Seymour goes into second base with his 3rd hit. And we have Willie Stargell, who came up with a big hit himself, trying to break that Mendoza line here, Mark. Here we go. And Stargell, it's a fly ball deep to right. That's going to be off the wall. Extra bases. He's got 2, maybe 3. Oh, he stands in with his 21st double. So there he is, second hit of the game. And he's now hitting 203. So good for him. Now 9-4. So, geez, Washington's just coming right back here. And there's another fly ball to center field. And he's out number 1, I'm sorry. And here's Richie Hebner, who's having a good game, 2 for 3. 2 doubles. Fly ball deep for Hebner, and carries there to make the catch, and Stargell has to stay at second. And we have Kelly is up. And he flies out to right field. So 3 fly balls to end the inning, but they get 2 more. So it's now 9-4, and Lancaster's not making it easy on themselves. 1 second. Steve Tate's here. Welcome, Steve. I'm sorry about that. Here we go with Brooks Robinson, 0 for 1. And he lost a single over the shortstop for a 0-out hit. And that's the 9th hit for the Amish. And here comes Skip Carey. Lines out to Kelly. No play at first, though. Oh, and there's an injury. Oh, I'm sorry, Max Carey. I said Skip Carey. I don't know why. Max Carey's injured but stays in the game. So he's dodged a bullet there. And here comes Joe Sewell, 2 for 3. And he walks him. So now here we go again with base runners. Joe Mauer, 0 for 4. He's due. And he grounds out to Fletcher. Steps on second, but can't make the throw to first as he gets taken out. And now it's 2 outs, runners at the corners, and here comes Nicholson. Nicholson flies out deep, but it's foul on the stands. And we'll do this again. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out. 3rd strikeout of the game. And hey, Mark, thanks for joining. I believe Mark from Marshfield is here. Fellow Massachusetts native. Well, not native, maybe not, but he lives in Massachusetts, I believe. So let's welcome him in. And we have Myers. Chief Myers is due to face Spud Chandler and also Fletcher and Hartzell. So here we go. And there's a bad play by Chandler. It's his 2nd error, and so Myers reaches on the error, the 2nd error of the game for the Amish, and here comes Art Fletcher. 1 for 2 for Art Fletcher, and he bunts. Bottomley fields it and tags Fletcher for the out and moves Myers up to second. And his Topsy Hartzell is 1 for 4. Struck him out. So Spud Chandler still pitching 141 pitches, still going strong, but he gave up 9 runs. That's the downside here. So And Mookie Betts has had quite a game, 3 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base. 2 runs scored. So here's the pitch. Walks him. So Mookie Betts continues to terrorize Fighting Amish. And here's Cy Seymour, 3 for 4 as well, a double, 2 runs scored, 2 stolen bases. And he strikes him out. So that does it. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. All right, now here we go. Simmons is facing Kravitz, Bottomley, and Felsch. Here's the pitch to Kravitz. He flies out to center field. Got one quick out. Here's the pitch to Bottomley. Bottomley hits a base hit. The left, a lot of hits today, 24 total for the game, both teams. Felsch is up now, and he grounds a base hit. And let's see if Bottomley. No, he does not move around. So station to station baseball here. And Bobby Richardson's up 1 for 3. And he walks, so bases are loaded. Tying runs in the on-deck circle, and here comes Brooks Robinson, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. And another walk, so here we go. Kurt Simmons becoming wild. Now 9-5, tying run is Max Carey. And they're checking on Simmons. Here's the pitch to Max Carey. And another walk. It was 9-6, so Lancaster just walking 90 feet, scoring runs. So it's 3-run deficit again. So here's the pitch to Joe Sewell, 2 for 3. Checking on Simmons. And another walk. 3 walks in a row. Walks in 3 runs. 9-7 now. I hope Jamie's not watching this one. Here's Joe Mauer, 0 for 3. Oh, and finally, Bob Moose is coming in to pitch to face Joe Mauer. And Joe Mauer delivers a base hit, 9-8 game, folks. 1 out. And Lancaster seems to be in the driver's seat here. The pitch to Bill Nicholson flies it deep to center. Seymour has it, but I think this is going to tie the game, and it does. The Fighting Amish have scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th to tie the game. We have a brand new ball game, folks. Brand new. And here's Gabby Kravitz, I believe, who led off the inning. And the pitch to Kravitz struck him out, and that does it. But we have a brand new ball game. We have 2 innings to decide or more. Spud Chandler's he's looking tired, facing Stargell. And here we go. Pops. Hits a fly ball deep to right, and that's gone. Willie Stargell says, eat that shit, Washington Fighting Amish. He hits a home run in the top of the 8th to make it 10-9. What a wild game. Sorry for the profanity there. Apologize. Just got excited. Pops Stargell. I was saying he needed to do some stuff to get his average back up, but he's done. I think that's his 3rd hit of the game. And here comes Sock Saybold. Oh, and now Bobby Shantz is finally coming in to pitch for the Fighting Amish. Shantz, acquired by trade back, I don't know, maybe a few seasons ago or a season ago. 5 ERA, 4 wins, 3 losses, 2 saves. Here's the pitch to Saybold. And he grounds it back to Shantz, and Saybold is out. So there's one out there, and here's Richie Hebner, 2 for 4. Hebner flies out to Carey at center field, makes a great play out number 2. Number 39 of the season. And here comes Joe Kelly, who's 0 for 4. Not doing much. And Joe Kelly hits a fly ball to Felsch at left, and that does it for the top of the 8th. But Pops Stargell, Willie Stargell hits a home run to give them the lead 10-9. Now let's see if Lancaster can answer. Bob Moose on the mound and Jim Bottomley leading off. Jim Bottomley leads off with a single. So here we go. 1 on, nobody out, and his happy Felsch is 4 for 4. With a home run, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And Felsch hits another base hit, and Bottomley moves up 90 feet. It's 1st and 2nd, nobody out. And here comes Bobby Richardson, 1 for 3. And he hits a base hit, and this could tie the game. No, it does not. So the station to station, and once again, and it's a bases loaded, no out situation for Bobby Richardson. Oh, I'm sorry, Brooks Robinson. Here's the pitch. Grounds it. See if they go home. They're going to go home, and he's safe, and they tie the game 10-10, still nobody out, bases loaded. This is the chance for the Amish. They need some strikeouts here from Bob Moose. And that's not going to happen. Base hit up the middle. It's 11-10 now. That was Max Carey. And here comes Joe Sewell, 2 for 3. And he grounds to short. They go to second for 1. Stodgel 2. But another run scores now. 12-10. All of a sudden, the Fighting Amish are up 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Sorry. And here comes the pitch from Moose to Mauer. Oh, no. They put him on. They put on Joe Mauer and here's Bill Nicholson. Bill Nicholson, 1 for 4 today. And that was it. Flied out to left field. Here we go. Top of the 9th, I'm sorry. And here the Washington Generals are down to their last chance, which who would have thought that was going to happen, right? So Chief Myers, Fletcher, and Hotzel due up. And Bobby Shantz is in line for the win here so far. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Chief Myers, it's a put the charge into it, but Carey makes another great play in center field, the second to the right. It's 1 out, and here's Art Fletcher. And he hits a base hit, so it's not over yet. Tying run at the plate now with Topsy Hartzell. Hartzell does have some power. He's got 11 home runs this season so far. Here's the pitch. Oh, check on Fletcher. He's safe. Hartzell grounds in second to Sewell for 1, but not in time to get 2. So it's 2 outs, and Mookie Betts is the last chance. 3 for 4. See if he can do some fireworks here. And he gets a base hit. So tying run comes to first base now, and we have Cy Seymour. These are the guys you need up. 3 for 5 today. See if Shantz is in there still, and he is. And here's the pitch. Strikes him out, and the Fighting Amish win and gain a game on a D-Gens in improbable fashion, with scoring 8 runs in the 7th and 8th inning combined to take a 12-10 win from the Washington Generals. Thanks a lot, Jamie. Great game, though. That was it's very interesting. I thought it was getting away from Lancaster there, but they fought back. And Happy Felsch, 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 RBIs, has to be one of probably the top star of the game. Let's I guess we can check that, right? MVP Happy Felsch. There we go. I know it. So all right, here we go. So that moves Lancaster within a game of D-Gens. D-Gens just does not have a knack for first place very well. So, and we're going to sim the rest of this day. So we got Cleveland, Long Island. Cleveland takes care of Long Island, 4-1. They are now 41-49. It's tough when I'm doing these games now. I'm trying to find where they are in the divisions because I'm not used to where they are. So Amazing in Brooklyn. Brooklyn beats Amazing again and gains another game. They're 11.5. They really need a really good stretch here last half of the season to catch up to Amazing. And here comes D-Gens and Crystal Lake. D-Gens wins. Mickey Lolich. They squeak by Crystal Lake 6-5. The Killers. Lou Gehrig 3 for 4. The home run is 9th. Here comes St. Louis and Lehigh. This is a nice battle. Lehigh takes St. Louis 4-2. Early win. The win. Christy Mathewson is 11th loss of the season. Jeff Bagwell, 19th home run, 3 for 4. Now we get to Florence and Chicago. Chicago is 6-1 winners here. Chicago is trying to get out of the cellar and get out of. I'm sure they don't want to get out of the lottery, but needless to say, here's the win by Lundgren is first. K-Line his 12th home run, and here comes Chico's and Beantown. Chico's takes care of Beantown handily, 11-4. Hendricks is 10-10, and Garcia is 9-7. Here comes T-Ville and Hagerstown. T-Ville 4-2 winners. Randy Johnson. Can anybody stop this team? I'd say odds-on favorite for the championship. And they could be calling T-Ville Titletown soon. And here comes San Francisco St. Pete. San Francisco over St. Pete 9-5. Grove the winner. Doheny the loss. Jeter 3 for 5, 2 home runs. I believe Derek Jeter is he the second of I have to look at it again, but he might be he's like the second or first all-time hits leader in this league. Very quiet. Quietly did that. So here comes Edmonton, Manchester. Manchester, it's a 4-2 win. Ubaldo Jimenez over Edmonton. So Manchester moves to a game and a half out with San Francisco. Well, there's still a game and a half because San Francisco won. And here comes Philadelphia, Vegas. Vegas shuts out Philadelphia. McGinnity beats Sale. And here comes Hadley Lake and Maplewood. Maplewood beats Hadley Lake 9-8. Mr. Wilson wins that game, and Granke the loss. And that does it for the 12th. Let's see what we got here for the 13th. Looks like the same lineups. Vegas, Philadelphia, Vegas. I think we'll do Vegas, Philadelphia here. Here we go. Playing at Forbes Field. Computer lineup. Here we go. We're going to get going with another game here, folks. All right, we got Roy Oswalt facing Roy Oswalt for the Icemen, facing Vegas lineup consists of Tim Raines leading off, Cedeno in center field, Baines in right field, Cooper at first base, Braun in left field, Baez at second base, Simmons catching, Zobrist at third base, Aparicio at shortstop. And the Philadelphia Icemen, they field Joe Rudy in left, Victorino in center, Reggie Jackson in right, Al Oliver in first base, Nellie Fox at second, Campaneris at short, Sal Bando at third base, and behind the plate is Carlos Ruiz. And as mentioned on the mound, Roy Oswalt. Let's see, what's his record? 9-6 this season. Not bad. 3.33 ERA. Now let's get underway here. Tim Raines steps to the plate. The pitch. Tim Raines, it's a fly ball right to Victorino. Out number 1. From Cesar Cedeno to face Oswalt. Cedeno hits a fly ball right to Joe Rudy in left field, and it's out number 2. And here comes Harold Baines, and he hits a blast, but right to Johnson. Reggie Jackson makes the catch, and that does it for the top of the first. And here comes Nellie Fox, Al Oliver, and Sal Bando facing Robin Roberts. Great play by Baez to get out number 1, and here comes Al Oliver. Grounded to third. Zobrist over to first. It's close, and it's an error on Zobrist at third, and Oliver takes first base. It's Sal Bando. And there's a base hit for Sal Bando, and Oliver takes second. And it brings up Joe Rudy. Grounds it to short. Aparicio to Baez for 1, over to Cooper for 2, and that does it for the inning. A 6-4-3 double play. And we start the top of the second with Cecil Cooper, Ryan Braun, and Javier Baez. And his Cecil Cooper flies out to center field. Now Ryan Braun's up, and he has had many different stints with this team. And pretty soon I will be able to tell you exactly how many, because I am working on the trades history for every player and every season. So that should be coming soon, hopefully within the next few days. And here comes Roy Oswalt to face Braun. And there's a walk for Braun. And that brings up Javier Baez. And Braun's leaving for the first base for the stealing base, and he gets caught stealing. So out number 2, for some reason, Ryan Braun's trying to steal bases. And here comes the pitch to Baez. Baez grounds a base hit. He's been pretty valuable since the trade over from D-Gens over a season ago, I think. And here comes Ted Simmons to face Roy Oswalt, and the check on Baez. The pitch to Simmons, and he grounds a base hit. And Baez is going to third, and it'll be first to third with 2 outs. And his Ben Zobrist trying to atone for his error. And he cannot, as he strikes out. And we go to the bottom of the second. We got Zernial, a DH. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Victorino and Ruiz. Zernial strikes out. And here comes Shane Victorino. Pitched from Roberts, and Victorino flies out to center. Carlos Ruiz strikes him out. So that does it for the second. 0-0 score, and here comes Luis Aparicio. And it's a foul tip. Fly ball to Victorino at center. Makes the play up number 1. Tim Raines 0 for 1. And lines to Reggie Jackson. Makes a great play in right field for out number 2. And that brings up Cedeno Cesar, and he flies out to Jackson. That does it. Another great play. That's his third of the game already. We're only in the 3rd inning. So I don't know what the record is for great plays in a game, but he's on pace for probably to break it. So here comes, I think we had 6 before. I don't remember Ty Cobb, but someone had 6. All right, here comes Robin Roberts to face Jackson. Jackson grounds a base hit to the right side. There's no one on with nobody out, and here's Campaneris. And Jackson's running. There's a bad throw, and Jackson's going to slide into third. And another error. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's at third base, so we had an error. Let me just see who that was on. That doesn't say. It looks like it's on the second baseman, so he didn't handle the throw. Reggie Jackson got a stolen base and reaches third on an error. So nobody out, runner at third, Campaneris up. Grounds to second. That should score the run, and it will. So we got a RBI ground out for Campaneris, and here's Nellie Fox. Walks him onto first base. So here comes Al Oliver. Base hit for Al Oliver. Nellie Fox takes second. Here comes Sal Bando, 1 for 1 with a single. Oops, I put the wrong button. And he lines out to short. And here comes Joe Rudy. And Joe Rudy, it's a line drive deep to left, off the wall. It's going to be a double, and 2 runs will score. And Joe Rudy's going for third. And he's safe for the triple, his 8th of the season. 3-0, Iceman. And here comes Zernail. Oh, Zernail, I'll say it in French. The pitch from Roberts. Zernail grounds out to third, and he's safe on another error. That's a second error today by Ben Zobrist, and this one's going to cost a run. And there's 2 outs still, but now it's 4-0. And here's Victorino. And he flies it to right field, and Baines makes a great play. And that's his first base. Okay, I'm sorry. A lot of great plays being made in right field today. 3 for Reggie Jackson, 1 for Harold Baines. But needless to say, it's now 4-0 after 4-run third inning for the Icemen. And here comes Harold Baines to face Oswald. And Baines, it's a fly ball deep to center, and Victorino's there again to make the catch. And here's Cecil Cooper. Pops it up. Campaneris going into foul territory after. Let's see if he makes it. I believe he's under it and makes the catch. Out number 2. And here's Ryan Braun. And Ryan Braun missed that one. I was reading the comments. I apologize. Line to third. So here we go. Bottom of the 4th. And we have Ruiz, Jackson, and Campaneris. 2 up. Ruiz grounds Aparicio, out number 1. Reggie Jackson, 1 for 1 with a single and 3 great plays in the outfield. And he's going to ground out to second base this time, and he's out number 2. And here comes Bert, a guy named Bert. Campaneris is up. Here's the pitch. And Campaneris flies out right to Ryan Braun, makes the catch. So we go to the 5th, 4-0, Philadelphia Icemen. I believe it's Philadelphia, right? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it is Philadelphia. Sorry. My mind is like gone. I don't usually do the games this early in the day, so a little off. Hey, Midlife. Thanks for joining. Bernie Strom's in here. Let's see what's Forbes Field is a triple haven. That's correct. And here comes the pitch to Baez. Baez fouls it off. Do this over again. He's 1 for 1. And he strikes out this time, so there's 1 out. And here's Ted Simmons, who's 1 for 1 as well. And he takes a walk. So the second walk of the day for Oswalt. And we got brings up Ben Zobrist, who fouls to right field, but he stays out of play. So we'll do this again as well. Pitch to Zobrist. Grounds to second. Grounds to second, throws to short for the out at second, and no double play. So it's still 2 outs, runner at first, and his Aparicio walks him. So Oswald's a little bit wild side today on this inning. Here comes Tim Raines trying to get some runs on the board for Vegas. Tim Raines grounds to third. Campaneris has it. Should have Raines at first, and they do, and that does it for the inning. It's the bottom of the 5th, 4-0 Philadelphia. Here's Nellie Fox. Nellie grounds back to Robin Roberts, who makes the play route number 1. Al Oliver, 1 for 2. And Al Oliver with another single, now 2 for 3, and it brings up Sal Bando, who's 1 for 2 with a single in the first inning. And there's a wild pitch, wild pitch by Roberts. Oh, somehow, what was that? Oliver takes 2 bases on the wild pitch. So Ted Simmons took a sweet little time going after that ball, apparently, because Al Oliver, either that or Al Oliver can run 100 miles an hour, and he takes 2 bases. Probably tend to think it's the former. So here comes Sal Bando with the runner at third now and a foul tip. Do this again. And he base hit and another run scores. So clutch hitting for Sal Bando drives in another run with 1 out. And here comes Joe Rudy. Eddie Plank is now coming into the game. The left-hander facing Joe Rudy. And Joe Rudy flies out to Ryan Braun at left field for out number 2. And here comes Zenayal, who grounds a base hit. And that Bando goes to third base. So we have runners at the corners, 2 outs, and Victorino's up. Victorino grounds to Baez, throws to Cooper, and that does it for the innings. But another run scored. It's now 5-0. Vegas is getting shut out here midway through the game. And we go to the 6th. Oswald's facing Cedeno, Baines, and Cooper. Cedeno tries to bunt his way on, but thrown out by Oswald. 1 out. Here's the pitch to Baines. Lines out to Nelly Fox. It's 2 quick ones there. And here's Cooper. Struck him out. So another 0 goose egg put up on the board for Oswald. And here's Eddie Plank to face Carlos Ruiz. Ruiz, it's a base hit. Left field. 1 on, nobody out. Here comes Reggie. Struck him out. Campaneris. Oh, ground ball down the right field line. It's going to get in the corner. Baines is going to go after it. We'll see what happens. We got Campaneris going for second. Ruiz stays at third base, even after a poor play by the first baseman. So here comes Nelly Fox trying to lengthen this lead here with 1 out. And he lines right back, and Eddie Plank stabs at it and makes the catch on the line drive. So it's 2 outs. Luckily for Philadelphia, the runners weren't caught off the bases. But here comes Al Oliver, who's having a great game, 2 for 3. And he grounds it to first, throws over to Plank covering, and that's out number 3. We go to the top of the 7th now. Ryan Braun, Baez, and Simmons to face Oswald. Oswald pitches grounded a short throw to Oliver out number 1. Oswald's in the zone here. 106 pitches, though. He's got to be coming up to his limit. Comes Baez. Struck him out. Wow. 9 pitches for that at bat because now he's at 115. So that's interesting. And here comes Ted Simmons. Oh, and Vita Blue is coming in to pitch against Ted Simmons, which will switch him around. And he strikes him out. So a good call on the good managerial call on the pitching change there. And the 7th inning stretch, which I'm not playing again, we're gonna have Sal Bando. Grounds to first. Plank is covering again. He hustles over there. Out number 1. Joe Rudy's up 1 for 3. And he flies out of play, and we'll do this again. Line drive to Baez at second, out number 2. And here's Zenayal, 1 for 3. And Zenayal with a base hit. It sounds like L'Oreal, doesn't it? Zenayal. All right, so we got a base hit, 2 outs. Victorino trying to keep this inning going, and he grounds to first. Cooper just steps on the bag, out number 3. Top of the 8th inning, Vita Blues facing Zobrist, Aparicio, and Raines due up. Zobrist grounds to short, does not have. Oh, wait a second. Throws the first. Oh, he's out. Just can't buy a break this game. Aparicio 0 for 1. Flies out to center field. And 2 outs now. And Tim Raines. I used to get Tim Raines and Al Oliver mixed up, especially when they were both on the Expos. Here's the pitch.
Strike 3.
Tim Raines strikes out, and that ends the top of the 8th, and we go to the bottom of the 8th, and Eddie Plank's in to face Carlos Ruiz again. 1 for 3. And Carlos Ruiz hits a shot down the right field line as well, and he's going to dig for second. Should have a stand-up double. Poor play. And actually, it's closer than I thought. And the throw, he's safe for the double. It's 14th. Nice play by Baines to get in there quickly, but to no avail. And here comes Reggie Jackson, 1 for 3. Reggie Jackson with a base hit, and Carlos Ruiz is going to stay there. So it's runners at the corners, nobody out. Campaneris up. Campaneris grounds the Plank, and Jackson moves up to second, but the runner at third stays. So it's now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. And Fox is up 0 for 3. Brown's back to plank again, and the run is at the state. So they, jeez, I mean, the hitters can't hit it past 60 feet here in the last two batters. So here comes Oliver. 2 for 4, trying to get some extra insurance runs home. Nope, he grounds to Aparicio, throws over the first. That does it. So they leave 2 runners on, left 9 on in the game. Here comes Vegas, who has really not done much of anything. 2 hits in the game and 3 errors. So, and this is the top of the 9th. Vita Blue staying in there, I think. Nope. Amos Otis is coming in to pinch hit. Amos Otis was a mainstay at Hadley Lake. Not for the, not for the lack of trying from Hadley Lake's GM to get rid of him, but he was there, and now he's finally lands in Vegas. There comes the pitch to Otis, and Otis, it's a base hit. So, and we have 1 on, nobody else. See if there's a rally going here. Harold Baines with a base hit. Oh, 2 on, nobody out. And Cecil Cooper trying to keep this thing going. And he has a fly ball deep to center field, but Victorino's there, and nobody moves up. So it's 1 out now. And Ryan Braun coming up 0 for 2. 238 average. No home runs yet, and only 21 at bats. Ryan Braun hits a fly ball, and Victorino's there. He's been vacuum cleaner out there today, and that's 2 outs. And here's the last hope for Vegas is Javier Baez. Baez grounds to third. Bando throws to first. That does it. The Iceman beat Vegas 5-0 with a wonderful game by Oswalt. And Reggie Jackson 2 for 4 with a stolen base. Let's see what we got here. Roy Oswalt, MVP. So that means Philadelphia gains a game on Vegas. And we'll go back to the playing screen. Philadelphia is now 4.5 back, 50-40. And let's see how the rest of the league shakes out here on the 13th. So Brooklyn wins the 3rd in a row against Amazing. They come up to 10.5 games. So, and they reach 500. So it's not over quite yet. Amazing needs to still take care of some business here as Hamels loses. He's only 6-8 now. And Kovaleski gets the win. Here's Lancaster, Washington. Washington revenge for the game they blew, and it's now 6-3. Excuse me 1 second. Crystal Lake and Degens. Degens, the shutout of Crystal Lake. Bob Feller gets his 7th win. Papelbon, look at that. He gets his first save halfway through the season. Papelbon gets save number 1. Amazing. Nolan Ryan is 3rd loss for Crystal Lake. And why can't I? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at something else. Lehigh and St. Louis. St. Louis beats Lehigh 1-0. What a pitching duel this was. Marquardt, the winner. Mordecai Brown, the tough luck loser. And here comes Hagerstown and T-ville. Hagerstown destroys T-ville in the first game of this series, and Warren Spahn 12-6. So that's a big win for Hagerstown. Of course, they're bringing up the rear, but that's a game that T-ville probably wishes they had. But they have a pretty good cushion so far. So let's see what happens. Chicago and Florence. Florence beats Chicago 10-4 convincingly. Cliff Lee, the winner, and David Price, the loser. Beantown and Chico's. Chico's takes care of Beantown again. Bill Bernard, 6th win of the season. Dolph Luke, the loss. Zwilling. It's kind of like Zeneal, Zwilling. All these Z names. Okay, we got St. Pete and San Francisco. Oh, 17-3 pasting of St. Pete. Roger Clemens' 17th win to match the run total. Johnny Cueto, 3-10. He's not good. And then we have Manchester Edmonton, 11 to win pasting of Edmonton by Manchester. So Manchester is could be the real deal here. May the winner, and Morgan 3 for 5 with 12th home run. And his we did that one. Maplewood and Hadley Lake. Maplewood beats Hadley Lake. Kluber the loser. Perez the winner is only the 2nd win. Maplewood, wow, they're really not good either. 26-64. Actually, St. Pete is pretty much the same. Crystal Lake is not much better. So got some work to do for those teams. And we have Cleveland, Long Island. Cleveland destroys Long Island 10-1. And that does it for the 13th. And we'll do another day. I'm not going to do another game, but I think I'll do up to the 14th and then let anybody else do whatever they want to do tonight, maybe, or whatever. But I'll just sim the games out here. So I like doing the games one at a time. They're at St. Louis Lehigh. St. Louis, another winner over Lehigh, 6-1. And we got Florence and Chicago again. Chicago beats Florence. I think they take 3 out of 4 in that series. Downing the winner, Riho the loser. And T-ville, Hagerstown looking for some payback. No, Hagerstown puts up an 8 spot on them this time. So T-ville's down 2 in a row. And Hagerstown making a run from last place. Phil Necro, 4-10 now. Hornus Wagner, 22nd home run, 2 for 4. Chico's and Beantown. Then Beantown gets on the board here against Chico's and Adam Ottavino, second win. Bender, the loser. Hernandez, the save. 2-1 game there. San Francisco, St. Pete. San Francisco wins again. Lanier is his 10th. Derek Jeter, 2 for 3 again. 16th home run. Edmonton, Manchester. Edmonton is trying to do something here. And Manchester squeaks by this time, 9-8. Wilhelm, the winner, his 9th win. Drysdale, the traveling Dawn, is 2-11. And we can bring this to Vegas and Philly. Vegas back on the winning track with a 4-2 victory. And Sam Raines 2 for 4 with a triple at Forbes Field. And here comes Hadley Lake Maplewood. Hadley Lake beats Maplewood. Burdette, the winner. Kyle Pavano, wow. 2-13. And Pinella, 3 for 5. Lou Pinella's in the league too, huh? That's interesting. I didn't know that. All right. We learn something new every day. Cleveland, Long Island. Long Island with a 6-5 winner over Cleveland. Billy Wagner, the winner. And Eddie Murray, 4 for 5, this 10th home run. And we got amazing Brooklyn. Brooklyn's looking for a 4-game sweep, and they cannot do it as amazing. Mike Boddicker, the controversial Mike Boddicker, 3-0 win over the Brooklyn Stickballers, or I think that's what they're called. I can't keep up with all the name changes that are going on around here. Washington, Lancaster. Washington, a 10-5 loser to Lancaster. Burt Blyleven, former Washington franchise in the way of Tampa Bay Deluge Dodgers, the win for Lancaster this time. And Bottomley, 3 for 4 with a triple. And here comes D-Gens trying to keep up. And here's the game. 1-0 win. Another shutout. Jake Arrieta, the winner. Roy Face gets his 8th save. There's this guy that's on D-Gens called Aroldis Chapman, who happens to be the best closer they have, but somehow, I don't know, maybe just, I don't know. I know I'm not racist or anything, so, it's not that. So, I don't know what the manager file is doing. Anyway, Roy Face has 8 saves. Papelbon got his first one the last game. Chapman must have some kind of issue. I'm just going to leave it there. So anyway, July 14th is finished, and that's going to leave it to the 15th. And I think I'll just, hey, Aaron Reed's here. How's it going? Sorry, Aaron, if I was late on this. I'm just glued to this screen. I have 2 screens here. So I'm just going to leave it on the 15th, tie it up. We have not much changing in the way of standings at all. Manchester's a game and a half up. D-Gen's 2.5 up. Yeah, nothing really. Except Brooklyn did get a couple games back, but they're still quite a ways back to thinking they're going to make the playoffs. Now for wild card, it's looking like, let's see, Beantown, Chico's are in the lead for the wild card in the global division, and it looks like San Francisco's in the driver's seat for the wild card in the Universal division. So the Universal League, sorry. So that's going to do it for this broadcast. Thanks again. Thanks, Mark, for joining. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Midlife. Thanks, Bernie. Thanks, Slashed. Thanks, Steve, I guess. And that's about it. All right. We'll talk soon on the Discord or something. Peace out, everyone.